statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by. Great to see you on the radio. And you can watch the show too, as well as listen to it if you like. Go to letstalknutrition.com, and right there on the home page, you'll see a little TV screen. Click on that, refresh it, and you can watch the show if you so choose. And today, Tracy Kreider will be along, and we're going to talk about, let's see, today we're a little far from New Year's, but we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. Ooh, you know, those things that people make with good intentions, but share with you some effective and proven ways to help keep your New Year's resolutions. See if we can help with that. And I would be interested in knowing what resolutions you're making. You know, what's a priority for you? It doesn't have to be related to health. I'm just curious if you'd like to share that, and if there's something on your mind. And I was looking for some surveys. Every year, surveys are done, and for some reason, they're not coming out. Usually, they're out by now, but I can't get my mitts on any major surveys, whether that's Franklin Covey or whatever organization that does annual surveys. And usually around this time, they start to come in and they report the findings, and I'm not seeing much at the moment. So I keep looking. I want to see what has emerged this year as the top resolutions. But if you'd like to share what you think you have, what you'd like to try and accomplish this coming year, 2016, please call the show, 877-897-8255. We'll talk about it. I think New Year's resolutions are important. They serve as ways to help reset, hit the reset button, perhaps. They serve as a way to focus, give you a better sense of hope and achievement. I know that the compliance rate is not very good, but there are reasons for that. And maybe if we talk about why it is that people fail and then offer effective and proven ways to help keep New Year's resolutions, we could maybe have a little better success rate. We'll see. So don't hesitate to call. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. That's toll-free, no charge. And visit the website, letstalknutrition.com. My articles are there. All the shows are on demand there, the video and the audio. Audio you can find under show schedule. Well, this time of year is certainly, one of the things that we'd like to believe that we're focusing on is our family members, family. And this morning when I was preparing for the show, I came across two different studies, interestingly enough, very related. One's out of the University of Montreal. And I know that a lot of emphasis is put on moms, and rightfully so, and the importance of mothers in the family. But dads are important too. And this study out of University of Montreal underscores the importance of dad. And I wanted to report on both of these because during this holiday season, lest we forget, this is about family, right? It's about being grateful, about our families, those that are with us, those that are maybe not with us, and to keep that in the forefront of our thoughts and in our mind, really, as we move through the commercial part of this holiday, buying gifts, this and that, traveling, and all the various distractions. So in this study, it was published, by the way, in the Canadian Journal of Psychiatry. They were taking a look at family breakups when the family breaks down due to separation or divorce. And they, during a 5-year period, Dr. O'Loughlin and her team of researchers tracked 1,160 French-speaking and English-speaking students. At the beginning of the study, initiated in 2002. And at the time, the students were 12 and 13 years of age and living with both parents. So then what they did, at the end of each year of high school, they answered a questionnaire every 3 months measuring indicators of mental health, which would include depressive symptoms, worry, stress about family relationships and the family situation. Then compared with adolescents living with both parents, what they found was adolescents separated from their fathers, for one reason or another, were more likely to report depression or symptoms of depression 4 to 6 months after separation, as well as worry and stress about their parents separating or divorcing, a new family, the family financial situation, and their relationship with their father. That's what they worried about. They worried about their parents separating or divorcing, a new family that may come on to the scene, the family financial situation, and their relationship with their dad. At 7 to 9 months after separation, after the father was gone, separation from their dad continued to be associated with worry or stress, but not with depression. Depression seemed to ameliorate a bit, or they were not as concerned with the relationship or their relationship with their father. However, the separation was associated with worry or stress about their relationship with their mother, which is interesting. Initially, it was with their father. Then after a period of time, the focus went to the mother. And Dr. O'Loughlin said that this relational change may be attributed to the fact that the mother must often play a new role in terms of greater monitoring and discipline, which can cause tension between her and her children, close quote. I'm sure there's more than a few women listening who've had this experience. But initially, separation from the father caused considerable concern for the adolescents, caused depression, caused worry, stress. And then as time went on, the focus shifted from separation from the father, and when the focus was put on the mother. And in our society, divorce, getting married, success in marriage, I mean, you could reach into your pocket, pull out a coin, and flip it. It's 50-50, right? We struggle. Come back, I'll tell you about another related study about childhood family breakups If you had to guess, do you think it's harder on boys, or do you think family breakups have more of an impact on girls? What do you think? 877-897-8255. As I said, Tracy Kreider will be along. We'll talk about New Year's resolutions and effective and proven ways to help you keep your New Year's resolutions. But I wanted to share these two stories with you about family to remind us about this holiday season, lest we forget. If nothing else, it should be about family, for sure. After all, it's not just the children, it's everybody in the family.
Are you or someone you love being held captive by social anxiety, poor sleep, feelings of aggression, or inability to focus? Neural Balance can help, and it's kosher certified and GMO-free. Neural Balance is a tasty drink mix that contains the patented ingredient, anandinol. Anandinol was created by an endocrinologist and a pharmacist seeking an herbal solution to their own children's struggles. Neural Balance tastes great, it's easy to administer, and starts to work within the first 20 minutes by reducing anxious or aggressive behavior and restoring calm naturally, without sedation or harmful side effects. Safe for children and adults, Neural Balance combines magnesium, CoQ10, B6, 3 types of passiflora, and a special blend of enzymes to bring peace, calm, and focus. To find Neural Balance at a health store near you, visit us at shopneuralbalance.com. Neural Balance, for a balanced life. Learn more at shopneuralbalance.com.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve 2 important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Neural Balance with Anandinol. Restore calm, reduce aggression, and increase well-being. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to this holiday edition of Let's Talk Nutrition. We are in the midst of the holidays for sure, and chose to focus on two studies this morning dealing with family and family breakups as a way just to help us remember how important family is during this time of year. The first study I reported on was out of the University of Montreal. And this study, the second study, related in terms of theme, out of the University of Illinois, College of all places, Agricultural, Consumer, and Environmental Sciences. And so I posed the question to you before heading into those messages. When a family has a breakup, is the impact of that breakup more severe or more difficult or harder for girls or for the boys? Well, a childhood family breakup, whether you're a boy or a girl, can have long-term negative health consequences, psychological as well as physical. Make no mistake about it. And recent University of Illinois research took a look at overall health, depression, and smoking as a health-related behavior and finds that for girls, all three were worse. So they looked at the family breakup, and then they looked at, they looked at specific areas as to how this may be affecting them. They looked at their overall health, they looked at depression, they looked at smoking, and they found that it was more challenging and more difficult for girls than for boys. And Dr. Andrea Beller, a University of Illinois economist who studies educational attainment and the effects of single-parent family living, said, quote, "Girls' health is more sensitive to family structure. Prior research," she said, "shows that family breakups affect boys more than girls through cognitive, educational, and emotional channels. We find that if you grow up in a non-traditional family structure, single parent or step-parent or cohabitating relationship, girls are more likely than boys to be depressed and report worse overall health," close quote. And it's not as if they had a small sample. They had a subsample of 7,607 individuals. They were 15 to 18 when they first collected the data in 1996. Of those, 4,757, 27 to 32 remained in the sample as recent as 2009. So this was like a longitudinal study. Dr. Beller said that in other studies, if the biological father left and later came back, it misclassifies him as always there. She said, in addition, most other research projects on this topic are static. They look at a single point or short period in time. In this study, she commented, we follow the individuals into adulthood and factor in how old the child was when the biological father left the home, close quote. This is related to that other study. You see the focus here on the father, as did the study out of University of Montreal. And Dr. Beller pointed out that between the ages of 6 and 10, that's an important life period when girls are particularly vulnerable. Early father absence, she said, is adversely associated with smoking behavior, overall health, and depression well into adulthood. and the pattern of the findings for depression over the time periods suggests that family structure has a more complex role in girls' mental than physical health. Close quote. It's my belief that people don't get married to get divorced. People, on the whole, go into marriage with good intentions, with lots of hope and inspiration and positive and optimism. But you know how life goes, right? Things happen and people grow apart, and then there are the children. It's difficult for the adults, but it's especially difficult for young children and teenagers as well. We all know this. So I know that during this holiday season, there'll be a lot of families where families are separated from one another due to separation or divorce. But I wanted to remind ourselves about this business of the holidays and how important it is for us to keep our mind on what's important and not get distracted by all the things that come with the holidays. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be there. I mean, buying gifts and traveling and going to parties and all of that. I mean, that's part of it. And it's to be enjoyed as much as you can. But just don't want, it's just sort of a friendly reminder to keep our mind on our priorities. Tracy Kreider will be along. We're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. There's a study. I didn't get a chance to. Maybe I'll do it when she comes on. I think you've caught my position on climate change. I do believe in climate change. I think that humans contribute to it. I think there's some natural things that are going on, but I think humans have not helped matters very much. There's a study coming out of Carnegie Mellon University. Well, I'll report on the study, and then I'm going to give you a comment. I think sometimes we go too far.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, humble beginnings, advancing wellness, never tested on animals. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Now Foods, our products work. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. Really glad to be with you. I'm glad you're there. And both my producers are here today, as they are every day. Stephen behind the glass, Josh on this side of the glass with me. 877-897-8255. Tracy Kreider is my guest. She's an educator for Country Life Vitamins. Tracy's been a regular guest on Let's Talk Nutrition for a long time and always makes a nice contribution. She's, her job requires her to have contact with consumers, with retailers, and health professionals. So she's in the trench. It's not clinical practice, but it's a practice that where you have to deal with the challenges of everyday life that people will ask you about and with which they struggle. And so when you're standing in front of somebody and they're asking you tough questions about this, that, or another thing, you better know your stuff. That's all I'm saying. You can't. There's no faking it. So she knows a lot, and the depth and breadth of her knowledge is quite extensive. So guests such as she make my job a lot easier, although I'm not asleep at the switch. As you well know, Miss Kreider.
I don't think there'd ever be a time where you would be caught sleeping at the switch. If I recall, you get up at some ridiculous hour at 4 a.m. and go to your favorite place every day and work for a couple of hours to prepare for the show. And I remember asking you, why do you get up that early? And you kind of drew your body back from me and looked up with almost glaring eyes that seared holes through me and said, do you know what I do every day? I do recall that quite vividly. So I know you are well prepared.
Yeah. Was I? I guess I looked at you in surprise. I guess I was thinking, what does she think? I just sort of walk in, and they key the mic for me, and everything's all laid out. You know, Stephen has stuff prepared for me, and Josh. I'm thinking, what is she thinking?
I actually thought it was all up there in that noggin of yours, and you were just, talking about what you know and sharing it with the rest of us.
God, I wish I were that talented and smart. I have to prepare. Somebody said to me one time years ago, oh, that job, that's no job for you. You got that stuff in your back pocket. You don't have... I said, are you serious? I said, this is not talk radio. It's performance radio. You have to perform, man. You got to be prepared. And yeah, you remember that. That wasn't too long ago. You were doing you were giving a talk. You were doing an educational lecture. And the occasion was to inform the listener and the viewer. Tracy was at a dinner, and she was going to give a talk and talk to the group about her company and different themes that she wanted to focus on. So she came up to me. I was sitting at the table. I forget what you asked me. And I said, I'm sorry. I said, I have to leave early. I said, because I got to get up awfully early. And she said, what for? I said, I got to get up around 4:30. She said, you said, what for? I said, do you know what I do every day? It was funny. I wasn't rude, was I?
No, you could tell, like I said, you kind of leaned your body back and you just glared at me like, you've got to be kidding me. Why are you asking me this question?
Oh, my goodness. I know. I remember when I was a young boy and I was in the orchestra at school. and it was high school. And I got picked for All-State Orchestra in Pennsylvania. And then we had to go to Lake Erie and spend a week or 10 days there, and with all these musicians from around the state. And we had a conductor, and we were preparing. We were going to give a concert, and we had a week to prepare. And we had a conductor that was invited, a prominent conductor. His name was Dr. Karp. And I'll never forget what he said. He said many things to us, but the one thing he made a point in telling us, we were just so young. He said, a sign of a professional is to make it look easy. When you make it, and that stuck with me. And isn't it true? You watch football, baseball, you watch musicians and actors, and they make it look so easy. But a lot goes into it, doesn't it? Like your job, you make it look easy. I mean, you've been studying for years. You've had to keep learning in this business. You can't stop. Otherwise, you get run over by the information. You just get left behind, right?
Very true. Yeah, and it's mediums like your show, in different forms, whether it's, watching things, listening to things, reading things, but your show is a huge contribution to not only myself, but other people in the industry.
Appreciate
because
that.
I know we all tend to, you have to know your competition. So I listen to the competition as well to find out, what else is out there.
Well, you're pretty gracious too, Tracy. I mean, I've heard you compliment other companies and even mention other companies when you're on the show. I mean, that's very gracious to do. And I think that's really professional. And, competition is one thing. Having resentment and dislike and hatred for other people or other companies or competitors, I don't know. That's not useful to me. But I wanted to share something with you, and I'll report on it. It has nothing to do with New Year's resolutions, but it deals with climate change. And I'm on the record. I think climate change is real. I think humans contribute to it. I think nature contributes to it as well. And that's my position. So coming out of the Carnegie Mellon University, with which I am very familiar because it's in Pittsburgh, following the USDA recommendations to consume more fruits and vegetables, dairy, and seafood, they found is more harmful to the environment because those particular foods have relatively high resource uses and greenhouse gas emissions per calorie. So said the researchers in the study. And they went on to say a few other things. When I come back, I'll report a little further, and then I want to make a comment, and I want to get your reaction. So they're zeroing in on climate change, greenhouse gas emissions specifically, and more specifically yet, taking a look at fruits, vegetables, dairy, and seafood and what it takes to grow those particular foods. And they're making the argument, their data suggests, that those contribute more to greenhouse gases. Okay. We'll see. And we'll see if I can hold my composure when I report.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose, corn syrup, or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has berry garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin, omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by a dad.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind: develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Tracy Kreider is my guest, educator for Country Life Vitamins. We're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. I know that seems a little early, but I thought we would get a jump on it. Before we go there, there's a study coming out of Carnegie Mellon University. Great school. Carnegie Mellon. It used to be called Carnegie Mellon Institute. I guess they changed the title. I don't know. And it deals with climate change. And they found that vegetarian and healthy diets are more harmful to the environment. Okay. I do think climate change exists. I do think that humans contribute to it in a significant way, via greenhouse gas emissions. I mean, we're turning the planet into a toilet. That's. I wish I could say that more. Maybe I could in a more rhetorically sophisticated way, but that's what we're doing, in my opinion. Dr. Paul Fishbeck, professor of social and decision sciences and engineering and public policy at the university, said, quote, eating lettuce is over 3 times worse in greenhouse gas emissions than eating bacon. Lots of common vegetables, he said, require more resources per calorie than you would think. Eggplant, celery, and cucumbers look particularly bad when compared to pork or chicken, close quote. Okay. Now, listen, Professor Fishbeck, with all due respect, the problem with climate change is not the consumption of fruits and vegetables. Climate change, the greenhouse gas emissions, the lion's share of them come from fossil fuels. And if we get to a place where we could manage and temper our behavior, our industrial behavior, we wouldn't be in this jackpot that we're in. And people refusing to admit and to agree that, yes, climate change is real and greenhouse gas emissions are real and they're contributing to it. And we get this out of the political circus that it's caught up in, maybe we could make some progress. And studies like this annoy me because you're led to believe that, it's better off to eat bacon and whatever and blame it on the plants. Are you serious? Come on, guys. You're stretching it, man. You're looking for an excuse to write an article. Really ticks me off. That's not the issue. It's not the fruits and vegetables that got us into this toilet that we're living in. Come on. God, what's the matter with you guys? You're at Carnegie Mellon University, for heaven's sake. He can't hear a word that I'm saying. Maybe it'll filter back to him. Welcome back, Tracy. Blame it on the eggplants. That's what he said. It takes more energy to grow the eggplant. Are you serious? Come on. So, I don't know what these guys are thinking when they do these studies and then then they make their commentary and they write the articles. Come on. I mean, we're going to blame the vegetarians for the trouble that we're in? I don't think so. You have a comment on that?
Oh, I do actually. Before the last commercial, when you had first mentioned it, I went to look it up. What I find is interesting is not only do they say it's, of course, more harmful to eat these types of things like lettuce, over bacon, but then they go on to say that on one hand, the results showed that getting our weight under control and eating fewer calories has a positive effect on the environment and reduces energy use. And I thought, wait a second. They're telling us to get our weight under control, but yet they're saying to eat bacon. So I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to happen.
I don't know either. And again, we lose our focus and things get lost in the mishmash of it all. And climate change, greenhouse gas emissions, when you look from the Industrial Revolution to present, and when you start to track the accumulation of these greenhouse gas emissions and the destruction of the atmosphere, it's correlated directly with the increase in the emissions beginning with the Industrial Revolution. That they've tracked that out. It's clear. And then to come up and say, well, what? Don't grow as many fruits and vegetables? Is that what what's the alternative to their conclusion? I mean, it's ridiculous, Tracy. I mean, as much as I would encourage people to, try to be more educated about climate change and not think it's a political conspiracy, I can't agree with this approach one bit. I mean, I read it, and I had to read it again. I'm thinking, you guys can't be serious. I was curious. I know you're... I was watching myself on camera, and I even noticed my blood pressure went up because my face got real red. Did you notice that? Yeah. Your mic's not on. Your mic's not. Now you're...
There it is. I noticed your piercing eyes that Tracy mentioned earlier were making an appearance.
Oh, I know I get animated about these because this is ridiculous.
I got something to say about it, though.
Go ahead.
The article wasn't written by that doctor.
I understand.
It was written by a lettuce. Like eat more chicken.
I know, eat more chicken.
Lettuce is advocating for eating more bacon to save the plants.
Whatever. I don't know, Tracy. Maybe you and I will be long gone from this planet. I don't know if we're ever going to get this business of climate change.
So I guess I should maybe return that bacon that I got you. Or should I double up on it?
I'll bring it in and I'll give it to Josh and Steve. Steve raised his hand. He'll take it.
Yeah. Somehow I think they wouldn't. We'll go ahead and eat our lettuce.
Yeah.
And our eggplants, and we'll go ahead and leave the bacon to everybody else.
To blame it on the eggplants? Come on now. I mean, China. It's the pollution in China is so bad. They have billboards with the sun rising because people can't in some cities because they can no longer see the sunrise and they just want to remind people what it was. That's how bad it is in China, okay? And other places in the world. And we're not doing so well here either. We come back, we'll talk with Tracy Kreider. We'll get off of this and get on to New Year's resolutions and effective and proven ways to keep your New Year's resolutions. I think they're important. We'll see what Tracy has to say about it. Tracy Kreider, educator for Country Life Vitamins, will be the guest, and we'll see what she has to say about all this. 877-897-8255 is a toll-free number. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, and you'll listen to Tracy Kreider on Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Hope you're having a good day and making your way through the holiday season. My guest today is Tracy Kreider in this portion of the show, and always like having her on the show. Always makes a great contribution. I'm going to talk with you a little bit about New Year's resolutions. I think this is an important concept. I know a lot of people make them, and a lot of people break them. And as it turns out, New Year's resolutions are both perplexing and paradoxical. Perhaps the most obvious paradox is that they are easily made, but exceptionally hard to keep. Each year, about a third to 45% of Americans and tens of millions of others around the world make New Year's resolutions, ranging from weight loss to world travel, happiness to health, money to marriage, fitness to finances, sex to stress, among other potential areas for self-improvement. According to Norcross, who's done some research in this arena, says that while 45% of Americans make New Year's resolutions, 17% infrequently make them, and 38% absolutely never make New Year's resolutions. And then I'll share with you some statistics on the failure rate. As I said, my guest is Tracy Kreider, educator for Country Life Vitamins. Tracy, welcome back to the show. We have a nice image of Tracy. If you're watching the show, you can see exactly what she looks like, and that's how she looks. That's a recent photograph. And do you make New Year's resolutions? Are you a believer in making them, or do you think they're a waste of fundamental time?
I would like to say that I do more of a focused thought process change. Like I'm not going to say I'm going to lose 10 pounds or I'm going to go to the gym 3 days a week. So not necessarily something like that, but it's more on a broader-based goal for the entire year.
Can you give me an example, if you could?
So, yes. One of my things that I seem to have difficulty with is, as much as I think that I'm organized, there are parts of my life that aren't. And so I have, in the last couple of months, prepared myself for what I feel that looks like in 2016 by buying different organizers, looking into things on the computer that work with my personality and my skill set that will help me to be a more organized person.
Just in the practical sense, are there any devices, what I want to call these, organizers that you found especially helpful?
So far, yes, actually. You know, as I have said it many times, as I travel a lot, it takes a lot of organization to be able to travel every week and not lose stuff. So that I have that behind me, that I'm able to do that. I pretty much know where everything is. But when it comes to
you losing your clothes, are you losing your clothes on these trips?
No, and that's what I'm saying. So it does take a very organized person to be able to have a kind of a turn and burn sort of sense on the weekend to prepare yourself for the following week. But as you know, there's a large expense being someone who travels all the time. So there's a lot of receipts, a lot of paperwork, a lot of things that I have to keep track of. And it seems that when I talked to some of my coworkers and polled them on the time that it took for them to do that, I said, my word, how are you getting that done? I want to know what you're doing. because it was a time factor for me. I want to have the best use of my time. And so it was a collective thought for this year. I wanted to feel and be more organized. So it wasn't, it's not necessarily a, quit eating this, stop doing this, do all these things, because I have done those many, many times throughout my lifetime. And you set yourself up for failure, and it seems like I actually don't know that I've ever kept a resolution, if that's what you want to call that.
Yeah, they're tough to keep. I'm just curious as to what some of the listeners and viewers of the show have on their mind about New Year's resolutions. Do they make them? Do they believe in them? Have they found out a way to keep them? I would be very interested in hearing from you if you're so inclined to want to talk about that. 877-897-8255. People make a variety. I mean, I alluded to some of the resolutions that people make in my opening there, that little opening for the show on resolutions. Weight loss to world travel, happiness to health, money to marriage, fitness to finances, sex to stress. I mean, it goes on and on. People making all kinds of resolutions. And I keep looking for the surveys to come out for this year, and they're not out yet. There usually are by this time, New Year's resolution surveys. I wanted to see what was at the top of people's lists this year. So far, I couldn't. Speaking of organizers, Franklin Covey usually does an annual New Year's resolution survey. They have great organizers, by the way.
They do. I've actually seen them before, and to the point of not showing too much of our ages. We both are very used. I don't know what you use, but I loved a paper planner. And so I had to merge last year from a paper planner to, an actual booklet that I could write things down and see them visually and merge into using Outlook because it was required by work. And I was like, oh, my gosh, no, I can't do that. I need to have access. I wanted to have it, and I used actually one of those organizers. And so that was a big switch for me to go to a computer type of organizational for my schedule.
I just have a little book right in there. Some people use their phones to keep themselves organized. Some use their iPad or their computer. Things have changed. Nevertheless, over time, what I know about resolutions, both from my own experience and anecdotal evidence, but the research, over time, most resolution makers become resolution breakers. And there's research to support this. A longitudinal examination of New Year's change attempts found that 77% of resolution makers keep their pledges for 1 week, but only 19% kept their resolutions for 2 years. This is according to Norcross and some other, and he's one of the main researchers in this arena. So the success rate is not real good. I think there are reasons for that. I mean, have you ever thought about why it is why you find it difficult to keep a resolution? I have thought about that. Have you?
I know what I feel it is for me personally, and I think I probably set myself up. It's a mental thing inside for me, that completion. And I think that for many of us, when we complete something, we know that there's something else that's there. So there's a psychological reason sometimes why they say people don't actually complete the tasks that they put before them, and so, I don't know. You probably have more depth on that.
I pushed myself on this, and I would ask myself, why are you finding it difficult to keep resolutions? So I said, let me go and see what the science has to say about the science on making goals, setting up goals, and achieving goals. That's what New Year's resolutions are. They're goals, quite frankly, and goals that should be supported by concrete objectives. So I went into the literature and I started to see what I could find. Now, there is some research, there's not a mountain of it, but I did find that certain principles, if you follow them, will increase your likelihood of keeping these goals, these New Year's resolutions. That's what we'll talk about. And as I said, New Year's resolutions are goals representing what well-intended people would like to change about their lives and would like to achieve. Health-related New Year's resolutions typically involve making actual changes in behavior, and that's where we get into trouble. Changing the behavior. We'll talk about some of these principles to help with that. Tracy Kreider is my guest, and we'll specifically talk about New Year's resolutions relative to dietary supplementation and some of the mistakes that people make in that arena. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition with Tracy Kreider, Coast to Coast.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by iZyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Neural Balance with Anandinol. Restore calm, reduce aggression, and increase well-being. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
New Year's resolutions, I think they're a good idea. Some people don't believe in them. I think that they help people to hit the reset button, give you a fresh start, a little bit of optimism and hope, and come out of the blocks with good intentions. The problem is that the success rate, the truth be told, is not all that good. And although well-intentioned, people have a difficult time keeping those resolutions. Their goals, that's what they are. They're simply goals supported by clear objectives, hopefully. My guest is Tracy Kreider, educator for Country Life Vitamins. And Tracy, when you get into the science of making goals and keeping them, one concept or one principle that comes up a lot is making a commitment. It's pretty well established in the literature that commitment to making a behavior change is essential in achieving success in New Year's resolutions generally and bringing about the behavior change specifically. You got to make a commitment. That's pretty intuitive in itself, isn't it? Doesn't that seem intuitive to you as well?
Very much so. And as we know, people, especially now, I believe, in our society and the way that we've had a great shift and change, that commitment of many things. We see the decline in the amount of people getting married, for example. A commitment is not what it used to be, and keeping those commitments as well.
And being committed to and when you make New Year's resolutions, they typically, maybe not always, implicate a behavior change. And being committed to making a behavior change means more than just talking or thinking about making the change, right? It means, one thing it can mean is you are alluding to this, taking personal responsibility and being steadfast in accomplishing the change. That's part of it in terms of commitment. The other part is devoting the necessary time, thought, and effort, resources to follow through to create the change. That's what commitment means. It's not just, I promise. Commitment is a bigger concept than that. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. Change has to be intentional. We can wish and think and, I wish I looked like that person, or I wish I had that. It definitely has to be something that is, of course, achievable and manageable on our own device and our own capabilities. But it has to be very intentional and action-oriented.
Good point. Commitment also means assessing on the front end, up front, what it will actually take to initiate, achieve, and maintain the behavior change reflected in the New Year's resolution. Let's just take weight loss, for example. When people make that resolution, I'm going to lose weight. Commitment means that, as I was saying, that you're going to take personal responsibility. You're going to be steadfast in accomplishing it. You're going to take whatever it takes, the time, the thought, the effort, the resources. You're going to commit to it. But you also have to assess, how challenging is this going to be? What am I going to have to do to lose the weight? You have to think about that before you set about doing it. So commitment means a lot here. And the literature is very clear. If you make a commitment, you increase your chances of achieving the goal a lot. But it's hard to get people to do this. You can see that even making the commitment is challenging, right?
Well, and you have to know that you need to make that. Many people don't even know that that's something that they need to do. Somebody else might believe that, hey, I think you need to get your act together here and lose some weight, or whatever it is, or stop smoking. But how many people do we know that are smokers who are, or many things, overeater? I mean, you listed many different facets of things that we know are unhealthy, but the mindset isn't there to even be able to make the decision to make the change.
Yeah. And commitment means being persistent. And, otherwise sticking with the resolution no matter what setbacks, and you're going to have them, or how many follow-through failures will occur, you still got to stick with it and be persistent and continue to devote the time, the thought, the effort, the resources. Commitment is critical. No commitment, you're going to fail. I can see why the failure rate is so high. It takes work even to work through the commitment. Never mind the goal itself. I'm just talking about a principle to help you with the goal. Commitment is a big deal here. And I wanted to ask you, with dietary supplements, people, when they take supplements, what's the one thing you've learned over the years what people do with dietary supplements when they start taking them? What is the one thing that they end up doing?
Well, they call it giving a result.
Right.
When we're able to say, I'm going to start on a supplement regimen, I always tell people, now just remember, consistency is the key. You can't take this when you feel like it. You can't take it when you remember. It has to be a daily, intentional thing that you do, like brushing your teeth. So however you incorporate this into your daily regimen, you need to be purposeful about it, because that's what's going to give you the optimum result. So it does take serious commitment to start adding in a supplement. We say that we want to do these things maybe diet-wise or exercise-wise, but for some it's going to be, I want to start taking some supplements. Maybe for some it might be as simple as I want to take a multiple. Maybe they haven't ever taken one before, and they feel that could help to prevent or decline some things that are going on in their life. And that, to us, you and I, would be simple to add another pill to our regimen.
I know.
It would be very, very hard work for someone else who doesn't have that mindset of taking something every day for their health.
And the failure rate, compliance in the medical literature, patient compliance on medications, but consumer compliance on taking supplements is abysmal, just as it is with medications on patient compliance. And I often believe that people underestimate how difficult it is to do that.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, humble beginnings, advancing wellness, never tested on animals. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Now Foods, our products work. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, people keep score in terms of their success in many different ways. Some people think, well, if I make a lot of money, then I'm successful and I've achieved. People keep score in different ways. And I remember seeing an interview one time with he was an Asian man. I think he was Chinese or Japanese. And I don't recall his name, but I remember the interview. They were interviewing him, and in one part of the interview, he was in his limousine, and they were driving. And the interviewer asked him, "Why do you keep working? I mean, you're probably the richest man in the world, and have been. Why do you keep doing it?" And he answered him in one word: achievement. And then he went on to explain it's about the achievement. And he said, it was never been about the money. I didn't care about the money. I just wanted to achieve, and the money came. And I sort of think of New Year's resolutions or goals like that. To me, it's about achievement. And I think people really want to keep their goals, their New Year's resolutions, but have such a difficult time. The truth be told, they're hard as hell to keep. My guest is Tracy Kreider. And Tracy, this business about making a commitment, that's not a throwaway principle. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to make the commitment in the way that we talked about. And there's another principle, and see if I want to get your reaction to this. And Albert Bandura, who is a researcher of note in the world of psychology, social psychology, researchers have learned, in particular, he has contributed a lot to this notion that self-efficacy, which in the business means confidence, has a large impact on how people approach their goals and objectives and responsibilities and challenges, and whether they will have the staying power to overcome the obstacles to succeed in achieving what they're trying to change. You have to be confident. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it goes back to knowing that you need to make that change, and the confidence, and I think in any type of success arena, not just making a change in your life, but being able to accomplish the different things that maybe someone else thinks that you're capable of doing, but you yourself don't think you're capable of doing. Confidence, in many factors, I think if we could all ask for one present under the tree, for some, it would be a box of confidence.
A box of confidence. And, confidence, or what they call it, self-efficacy, is the level of confidence a person has in his or her ability to do something. That's what it is, to achieve a goal or an objective, to meet a responsibility. And within the context of New Year's resolutions and behavior change, confidence is you have to have confidence that you'll overcome the barriers and you'll be able to cope with some of the failures. Some people, I don't know, can you teach confidence? I mean, where does that come from? Where does confidence come from, is what I like to know. What do you think? You're a pretty confident person, aren't you?
I think if I had any of my friends listening to me, they would probably say they really are close friends. They know that me personally, I don't think that I'm a very confident person. I'm very confident when it comes to my work. I love my work. I'm passionate about my work. But there's many things in life that I'm just simply not confident about. And when I was speaking about some people wanting a box of confidence under the tree, I was actually speaking about myself.
Well, I would like a little confidence box under the tree. I could use a little bit more confidence myself.
Because there are many, many goals that I feel that I could achieve but it's that confidence to know that you're able to achieve them, and you hit it on the spot. That sometimes you have to, and I believe it comes from many different things. Whether that's upbringing. For me, I was teased a lot as a child in school, so those are all confidence killers.
That's interesting.
And for some, that lasts a lifetime.
That is really interesting. My mother, I always reference my mother because she was my best and greatest teacher. I have millions of memories of her. The one that always comes to the top, I remember she always would say to me, you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. My mom was an uneducated person, immigrated to this country, hardly any education, was so smart, so ingenious, so brilliant, and such a good person. And she would say that to me over and over. I remember that. Michael, you can do anything you want. Whatever you want to be in your life. She told me that. I mean, those are some of the first things I remember my mother telling me, and told me that my entire life.
It's interesting. That's exactly what my father told me. My father always said, you can do anything you set your mind to. That's the verbiage that he used. And always said you could do anything. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something. And, I think the one thing that I will say about the confidence, and I think we can all know this to be true, is if we do try to make a commitment and we stick to that goal, and we talked about supplements, and it could be about exercise or any of these things that we've talked about, if you have little successes, let's say it's about eating, many of us can go 1 or 2 days and we know, we haven't cheated, we haven't had sugar, we haven't had a dessert, or maybe you haven't had a cigarette, or whatever it is that you're trying to avoid. That in and by itself sparks this amazing, oh my gosh, maybe I can do it. Mm-hmm. And so it's an ounce of confidence. And imagine if you continue to do that again and again and again. And I've experienced this type of feeling with some things that I've tried to do in my life, and I know where I ended up and how great I felt. So I believe that you can build confidence, but you have to be really purposeful. You have to be really intentional, and so that builds in and by itself your own self-confidence, and not relying on other people. I think that's the biggest thing, and a fault of my own. You can't rely on other people to fulfill all the voids and the needs that you have. You have to take that on yourself.
That's true.
Figure out what it is that you need to do to feel better about yourself.
So what I'm getting here, and I keep learning from this, why are New Year's resolutions so difficult to keep? Got to make that commitment the way we talked about. That's a challenge. To make the commitment the way that we discussed it, then to be confident. What if the person, I think sometimes a lack of confidence is more a fear of failure. People are afraid to fail. And
I absolutely agree with you.
And it can erode your confidence. But I have seen teachers, grade school teachers, high school teachers, college professors, take a student who had no confidence and turn them, just transform them into, a person with utmost confidence in themselves, in their life, and whatever they want to do. I asked the question, where does confidence comes from? I think it comes from our social connections and interactions. I don't know if there's a gene for confidence. Maybe there is. I don't know. But I know one thing for sure. Our relationships in life, from our family to our teachers to our colleagues, instills confidence, we hope.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Boy, the time just flies by too fast. We're talking about New Year's resolutions. A researcher by the name of Norcross did some work. He's done a number of studies in this arena. In one study, he found that 75% of people kept their New Year's resolutions after the first week, 71% success after the first 2 weeks, and 64% after 1 month, and so on. What did he find the success rate was after 2 years? What was the success rate in keeping the resolutions after 2 years or for 2 years? Was it 9% or 19%? Give you two choices today. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. What was the percent of success in, what number of people that kept their resolutions after 2 years? 9% or 19%? 877-897-8255. By the way, what we're discussing, what I'm talking about with Tracy Kreider, if you go to my website at letstalknutrition.com, click on multimedia, you'll find the article there. It's called Effective and Proven Ways to Help Keep New Year's Resolutions. It's for December 2015. The article's there. It's pretty in-depth, so if you want to know more, read the article because we can't cover it all. Tracy, beyond, there's commitment and confidence. We'll just set those aside for a second. I just want to ask you, if people were to make a New Year's resolution about dietary supplements in terms of, what would be some supplements for somebody who's sort of new to this arena and taking dietary supplements? What would be some good supplements to include in a New Year's resolution? General all-purpose supplements.
Well, the first one right off the bat would be to make sure you're doing a multivitamin. It's a great start. It's what I call the strong foundation of any regimen, because we sometimes like to focus on all the exterior stuff, maybe what's popular in the media these days or what's being talked about by that famous person on TV that's always suggesting different supplements. And that's not necessarily the way to start a regular daily regimen. We need to start with a multivitamin that's going to provide you with some of those things that we might be missing in our crazy diet that most are keeping these days.
What about from Country Life Vitamins? What would be some of the multivitamins people could consider?
We have a great, what I call, if someone's just being introduced into multiples and trying to get one, they're gender specific, the Max for Men and Max for Women. That's a great start. That's a 2 a day. But for some who want to do a 1 a day, they could do the Core Daily, Men and Women, and Men and Women 50 plus. So it's not for those people who are afraid of the commitment. The Core Daily for Men and Women are gender specific and designed to be that 1 a day, just to kind of get you started. Okay. And then hopefully from there you can expand. For an experienced user, they may want to focus on the Real Food Organics, that actually is a USDA organic product that provides you with servings of fruits and vegetables.
So a good multivitamin, if somebody's going to make a dietary supplement resolution to take supplements, starting off with a good multiple vitamin and mineral, what would be second on your list?
Second on my list would be essential fatty acids. Essential, no surprise. It means your body needs them. It needs them through the diet. And sad to say, I don't think many people are eating their cold water, fatty fish, and the salmon, tuna, almonds, walnuts, avocados, things like that. So an essential fat is absolutely necessary for proper brain health and cellular health, and the list goes on. You've had many great shows on essential fatty acids. And
are you specifically talking about fish oil?
I am. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And the name of the product from Country Life?
So Ultra Omega would be a great place to start. And it has your omega fats or essential fats, both known kind of like the same things, fish oils. They go by so many names for that particular category.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Sun City, Florida, and Evelyn. Evelyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. The answer is more than what you think. Okay? Does that help? So, after 2 years, what percent of people kept their New Year's resolution? 9% or 19%?
19.
19%. That's exactly right. So, congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. And how are things out there in Sun City?
Oh, they're beautiful.
You like it there?
I sure do. I've been here 23 years.
And you have a lot of friends.
19 years. I'm sorry, 19 years.
19, just like the answer. So you have a lot of friends there, huh?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Do you make New Year's resolutions, Evelyn?
No, I do not.
Really?
I really don't.
You don't? Well, okay.
I don't believe in them, but I just don't do it.
You don't do it. That's okay. I'm sure you get things done anyway. Well, first of all, thank you for listening to the show. Second, congratulations on winning a $25 supplement gift card. We appreciate you calling in, too, by the way. And I want to extend the happiest and healthiest of holidays to you and your family and all your friends.
You, too.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Evelyn. And Tracy, we just talked about commitment and confidence. If people go to my website, they can read the rest of the article talking about how to properly frame resolutions. That's important. About keeping a record, rewarding success. These are some of the principles. Reinforce your resolutions with objectives. It's all laid out in my article at letstalknutrition.com under multimedia. You'll find it. Tracy, thanks so much for coming on. We just scratched the surface. I don't think you'll be back on before year's end, right?
No, I won't.
All right. In the meanwhile, if I don't talk to you or see you, happy New Year, Merry Christmas, the happiest and healthiest of holidays, whatever.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too, Dr. Garko.
Thank you so much. And extend my wishes to your husband as well. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Country Life Vitamins. Great company. Visit their website. I have all the confidence in that company. I love their products for good reason. Take them because your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. See you tomorrow.